I'm not, said Zoe a little too quickly. Don't lie to the nice man, bellowed Sheila. We can't have another filthy, disease-ridden creature running around the flat. I'm not lying, protested Zoe. I can smell it, said the vile man, his vile nose twitching. I can smell a rat from miles away. Bert sniffed the air and then wheezed. Baby ones, especially sweet. He licked his lips and Zoe shuddered. There's no rat here, said Zoe. Hand it over, said Bert. Then I give it a quick whack with this special high-tech rodent stunner. He produced a bloody mallet from his back pocket. It's painless, really. They don't feel a thing. And then he can join his friends for a nice play in here. Bert indicated the cage by kicking it hard with the heel of his dirty boot. Zoe was horrified, but composed herself before she spoke. You're quite wrong, I'm afraid. There is no rat here. If it comes back, we will of course call you immediately. Thank you. Hand it over now, wheezed the sinister man. Meanwhile, Sheila was studying the stepdaughter she loathed intently and noticed the awkward positioning of her hand. "You vile creature," accused the woman as she yanked her hand away. "It's in her blazer." "Madam, you hold her down," directed Bert. "I can whack a rat through cloth. There will be less blood on the carpet that way." "No!" screamed Zoe. She tried to wrestle her arm away from her stepmother, but the woman was a lot bigger and stronger than her stepdaughter. The little girl lost her balance and crashed to the floor. Armitage wriggled out of her pocket and started scurrying across the carpet. "Ah! Ah! Get it away from me!" screamed her stepmother. "Trust me, he won't feel a thing," wheezed Bert, as he got down on his hands and knees and brandishing the bloody mallet. His nose twitched as he chased the rat around the room, whacking the implement on the floor, missing Armitage by millimetres. "Stop! You'll kill him!" screamed Zoe. She tried to charge at the man, but her stepmother held her back by the arms. "Come here, you little beauty," whispered Bert, as he brought the mallet crashing down repeatedly on the dusty carpet. Plumes of ingrained dirt now exploding into the air with every whack. Armitage scurried this way and that, trying desperately to avoid being whacked. The mallet walloped down, just catching his tail. "Eek, eek, eek," squealed the rat in pain, and he dashed off to hide under Zoe's bed. But this did not deter Bert, who, without taking off his dark glasses, got onto his belly and slithered under the bed like a snake, flailing his mallet wildly from side to side. Zoe writhed out of her stepmother's grasp and launched herself onto the man's back as soon as he appeared from under the bed. The little girl had never hit anyone before, and now she'd leapt astride his back like a cowboy on a bull at an American rodeo, thumping his shoulders with all her might. Within seconds, the stepmother yanked her off by her hair and pinned her against the wall before Bert disappeared under the bed again. "Zoe, no! You're an animal, you hear me? An animal!" screamed the woman. Zoe had never seen her stepmother so uncontrollably angry. Muffled under the bed, Zoe could hear thud, 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 thud of the mallet crashing down on the carpet. Tears were streaming down the little girl's face. She couldn't believe Her beloved little friend was going to meet such a violent end. And then there was silence. Bert wriggled out from under the bed. Exhausted, he sat on the floor. In one hand he held the bloody mallet, and between the fingers of his other hand he held a lifeless Armitage dangling by his tail before announcing triumphantly, "Gotcha!" "Prawn cocktail crisp?" offered Sheila to the man. "Don't mind if I do," Bert replied. "Just one?" "Oh, sorry." So what happens to these rats?" continued Sheila in her poshest voice as she showed Bert to the door. Zoe was sitting crying on her bed. Her stepmother was so appalled by Zoe's behaviour, she'd locked her in her room. And as much as Zoe rattled the door handle and banged on the door, it wouldn't move. The little girl was utterly heartbroken. There was nothing to do but weep. She listened to her stepmother show the repulsive man out. "Well, I'll tell the kiddies," replied Bert, in a tone that was meant to be reassuring but actually was disturbing, "that they all go to a special hotel for rats." Sheila laughed. "And they believe ya?" "Yeah, the little fools think they all get to frolic outdoors in the sunshine before relaxing in the spa area, like having massages and facials and things." But really," whispered Sheila, "I pulverise them in my special pulverisation machine." Sheila let out a gurgling laugh. "Is it painful?" "Oh, very." "Good. Do you stamp on them?" "No." "Oh, I'd stamp on them and pulverise them, and then they'd suffer twice as much." "I must try that, missus." "Oh, just call me Sheila. Have another prawn cocktail crisp." "Oh, yes, please. Just one." "Sorry, such delicate flavour," mused Bert. "Exactly like a real prawn cocktail. I don't know how they do it." "Have you ever had a real prawn cocktail?" "Nah," replied the woman, "but I don't need to. They taste just the same as crisps." "Of course, madam. If you don't mind me saying, I think you're an extremely beautiful woman. I would like to take you out for dinner tonight." "Oh, you naughty man," flirted Zoe's stepmother. "Then I can treat you to one of my very special burgers." "Oh, yes, please," the horrific woman added another sickeningly girly little laugh at the end. Zoe couldn't believe her stepmother was actually flirting so outrageously with this loathsome individual. "Just me, you, all the burgers you can stuff down our gobs," mused Bert. "Oh, how romantic," whispered Sheila. "Until later, my princess." Zoe heard the door close and her stepmother thundered back along the corridor to her daughter's bedroom before unlocking the door. "You're in so much trouble, young lady," said Sheila. She must have kissed Bert goodbye because she now had black marker pen above her lip. "I don't care," said Zoe. All I care about is Armitage. I have to save him." "Who's Armitage?" "He's the rat." "Why would you call the rat that?" asked the woman, incredulous. "It's a long story." "Well, it's a completely stupid name for a rat." "What would you call him?" Sheila thought for a long while. "Well," said Zoe, "I'm thinking." A long silence followed, during which Sheila looked like she was concentrating very hard. Finally she said, Ratty! Bit unoriginal, muttered Zoe. And that made her stepmother even more furious. You're evil, you know that, young lady, evil. I've got a good mind to throw you out on the street. How could you attack that lovely man? Lovely? That man is a rat murderer. No. They all go to a special rat sanctuary and have spa treatments. Do you think I'm completely stupid? He kills them. Okay, we're going to have to leave it there now. Well, my goodness, that was quite traumatic, wasn't it? I can't believe Armitage, first of all, it's sad because he's on his own, and then we think he's going to get run over, and then, my goodness, how terrified he must have been when horrible Bert came in and was chasing him all around. And now we've got to wait a week, haven't we, Rusty, to find out what's happened to him. And is he dead? I hope not. I do hope not. Anyway, you guys have a nice week. Keep enjoying your walks and your exercise and your trips out to get fresh air. Keep healthy, keep safe, and Rusty and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.